So I need some trim for the window. Window slides in the door here. Sorry about that. See, that's the door. It slides in this weird, I don't know what you call it. They use this for the track. Here, up here, I guess. That stuff. It's kind of falling down. It goes up here like that. Somehow. It's old metal. And then the window slides in it. It's got a big track down there. Sorry for throwing you around. But then even in the big track, see there's the end, it's all out of it. But in the big track back here, oh, let me open the door more. Everything slides, sorry. See how it's in the track? You guys got anything like that? Welcome back everybody, High Water Prospecting, doing a little work on the West Coaster. I'm going to do some sanding on the trim. Sandblaster ain't working the greatest, so I'm just going to do some sanding on all the black trim that goes around everything. And we did some fiberglass work that I didn't show, but I mean I'll show you what we had patched. I had a big crack right here. It had fallen over and put a big crack there. So we fiberglassed that, patched that up. So I'll have to sand that. And I'm just sanding like the trim. I was gonna sandblast everything, but I'm just gonna sand it down best I can, wire brush it, whatever, call it good for now this year, a couple years. I don't have a garage, so until I get a garage, then I'll do a full restoration on it. But again, a lot of systems weren't working. Didn't even have a master cylinder that's down there. Didn't even have it when I got it. Half the brake lines were gone. And you know, the wiring, it's bad. It worked, most of it worked, that is, but it's really bad shape, so I need to get that straightened out. I got new lights for it, all LEDs, so I'll put that in. We got all new glass, some new rubber. I'm deciding on whether I replace the windshield. I may or may not. I have to make a new side window over there. I have all the pieces for that, but the window tracks are really bad, really rusted. And I need to sandblast them and everything. So, but again, I'm just gonna sand everything, wire brush it, clean it the best I can, put it together, and have a little bit of fun with it till I get a garage. See, the fender was cracked there on both sides. This side come out a little nicer. I haven't sanded anything, so I'm gonna go around and sand things that had a big, as you see, some damage. It hit something. So, and the trim is unique to the West Coaster. It's kind of built onto it, so it's not like you can take it off without a lot of work. I mean, it looks like some stuff is bolted, but it's not. It's riveted, and certain pieces, the upper piece up there, it's spot welded, and it's a very unique sandwich design where they got two pieces of angle sandwiching in there to make that. It's not just one piece of metal there, and it sandwiches over this thin fiberglass. So we had to do a repair here on the side. Right here is where I was pointing. It was broken and messed up. I started sanding on that a little. Had to do a repair there. It was busted. I still got to do some filling. All the little holes had lights up there. They were really old school lights on the front, the back. So like that front corner right there had lights. So we got to fill all those. I think it had a shelf inside. That's what these two are. And the back doors are already done. They look great. They were in the house. That was a video a long time ago, I believe. If not, I can go pull them out. So I was doing some work. I did the gas pedal and a license plate holder and light, that's an antique in itself because it's all metal. So sanding things and priming it as we go. I'm horrible with videos, that's why I didn't show it, but I'm going to show some now, so that way if I go over it really well like this and you see it later, you'll see what progressed compared to me actually doing it. So stuff that didn't get primered up in there is because the metal's broken. I got to do some welding or put a bigger patch or brace on it. It's for the door track for the doors and the window. So there was that. So I'm just doing some sanding on the trim. Figure I kind of do a walk around and let you see a little before and a little after. Alright, and of course we started sanding the trim over here. Got down to there, came up, ain't worried about that yet. Sanded the top. It's gonna go onto the inside, which, you know, looks alright now, right? Oh no. Of course, you know. Let's see, how does this go? Somewhere here, was it like this? No, it must have been up here all the way. Well, that piece was on there. Nice piece of heavy angle. So you figured you just, you know, take the screws out of it, right? You know, it only had, what, 4 screws, I think, in it? Yeah, 5 screws, right? Sorry for spinning you guys around. No. Also had this lovely rubber seal. So there's the screws. Nice rusty threads hidden in this old rubber seal for the door. Yeah. That was in there. So, of course, had to rip that out. So, rip that out. Now we're going to sand it. And, of course, I got to sand that. Yay. Alright. Got some the pieces stripped off. And I happen to notice up close that even right here is a little strip of where the original red stripe was. Right there. You can see that. Which is pretty cool. So when I put the stripe back on, you know, there's the bottom. There's the top. And it'll wrap all the way around, right over the blue and the white. So I'm going to sand all that off. Cool. Alright. It's all roughed in at least. I got it kind of, sorry, went fast. I'll go slow. I'll slow down. I'm sorry, there's probably a lot of wind. I didn't get this area yet, I'll get there. And everything else. I was just doing the trim, and I kind of hit the floor a little bit. It's really pitted, but I don't care. It's cleaner. I hit some of the other areas. Ooh, I did find, isn't that cool? Right there, the serial number. That matches the VIN tag. It's under the tape. Yeah. So it's cleaned up a little bit. I sanded some of the side. I can't get the grinder all the way back in there. One of those was choke, one was throttle. There's the e-brake. It still works. Pretty cool. I gotta clean all that out. I'll do some hand sanding in there and clean that up a little better. Again, I'm not going for a 100% restoration of this. This is more just to get her going, get it back on the road, and just get it functioning so it's not sitting around all the time. Get it sealed in from the elements. You know, I'm going to get my windshield back in, get a new glass for that door. I have all new glass for all the sides. I have all new seals. Again, I've redone the back doors. I just don't have them out. And then we just want to shoot it. I want to shoot it and get it painted, put the stripe on, go with the male motif for now, just because that's what it was. I've been thinking about having it wrapped in anything else, but then at least if you pull the wrap off, it's got that nice male motif still. It'll all be painted and protected. Like I said, I got all new lights. They're all LED. I got a new turn signal switch, which is right there, but it's not going to be the fancy automatic. You'll have to turn it on and turn it off because it was a cheap one. I don't have new tires for the rear yet because I have to get new wheel studs for the other side. This side is good, but the other sides are really short for some reason. Don't know if that's just a French German guy thing for the axle. I guess it came out of a Triumph Spitfire. Battery. I got a battery. I don't know. Not much else. I guess I gotta be really far away to walk around it. So that's kind of it. Like I said, I have new metal trim for the back doors bent up. I just don't want to put it on until we paint it. Makes it easier, plus I gotta tape off. And again, we're just gonna sand the floor down in the inside and the back like you see in the front floor. Just gonna get it going. It's got a 7.5 gallon gas tank, and at 75 miles to the gallon, I'll go with that, yeah. So that's what they said, so I'm not gonna bother adding it up because I don't know how many miles to the gallon. It has, oh, I hit the wheel, 25,000 miles, 25,161. West Coaster, sorry. That's the instrument, it's just amps. And then, what? Oh, my gas gauge. Yep, that doesn't work either. We're redoing some of the pedals. Like I said, brand new master cylinder down there. Got the covers painted. So I'm going to hit this all with the sander and not the grinder with the flap wheel. I just, to hurry up, take the paint off and grind it up some. And I'm going to hit it with that little electric orbital sander over there. I'm sorry, over there. And I'll clean it up with that where I can fit in. The brake down there kind of stops me from getting into a lot of places. And same with the clutch pedal on the other side and the shifter. So a lot of it will be done by hand or just wire brushed and called good for now. Because eventually I want the whole thing sandblasted. So that being said, I can't think of nothing else. A better view. So again, I have to be so far away when I talk about it. That I'll get it all sandblasted one day, but we'll get it cleaned up about 80%, 60-80%, call it good, and go for there and drive it. All right, got that all sanded up. It's looking good. I'll get a little closer. Well, you know, it's looking good for metal from 1963, open to the elements in Michigan for who knows how long. I hit that a little bit over there. Yep. So she's sanded pretty clean. I'm worried about around the screws. I'll hit it with wire brush. Again, 80%, call it good. Because it was just like total crap before. So, yep. So I'm going to go around and sand some of the fiberglass up. Get a little closer than that. Sand some of the crap off around the door, you know, where the trim was. Hit some primer around the screws, possibly. Freshen up the blue and the white. We never sanded the roof completely, so we never got up there. I'm gonna hit, let's see, that. Each side of the fender where it's split, and then those two spots I'll hit. Not sure. I'm gonna hit this side. I'm gonna clean up again the white, at least up to the roof line, freshen up the blue, and then past there's a bend right there across and down there. I'm just gonna hit all that and freshen that up. Get rid of that old tape glue around them windows. Yeah. All right. Hopefully not 100 more cars, but we got our sprayed. Liquid primer. It's kind of dark in there. As you see, the floor is still pretty pitted, you know, but it'll help. It'll help. It's a lot better. It'll be a lot cleaner. I still have to do this very little wire brushing and cleaning. There you go. She's a lot better. We'll get her painted white here in a minute. That's the back of the old horn, I think. Sorry, that was kind of quick. But yeah. Yep, it'll be nicer. It'll be nicer. I'll put this one back together. I'll sand them two other pieces and prime them, and put that whole corner back together. We're still working on this door. This was the more damaged side of the coaster, and up there's the fiberglass. It's threatening rain today. It's a really crappy day. So, I mean, it's sprinkling a little bit as we talk, but I'm gonna use the sawhorses over here. Sorry for moving so fast on you guys. Just so habit I'm not a good filmographer. Yeah, that's it. But yep. Yeah, just some sanding. I'm gonna cover up the Audi over there. get its car cover on so I don't get it polluted. We're just gonna borrow the pad. I'm gonna put the gas pedal and brake pedal back in, I think. I'm gonna get some white paint and then put that in, but whatever. Working on it. Back in a bit. There we go, my brother, Bubba 69 Gold Adventures. Go visit his channel, subscribe. Doesn't do a whole lot, but that's because we don't do a whole lot of gold mining. We try to, but you know, there's not a whole lot of gold in Michigan. We try our best, but it's at other places than where we live, and I work a lot of hours. So here's a West Coaster. We just got the door off there. I'll show you that more in a second. I'll show you the door. Turn kind of slow. I'll try and go slow on my junk. But there's the door. That's a West Coaster door. Now we get to sand the edges, all the black. This one's just a quote-unquote a basic door. Just has the one support. Sorry for going quick. But over here, there's the window. It's sideways. It goes like that. Sorry for turning you guys, but that's how it goes. And then now I can get in there. Well, I can get into all this. E-brake. Vacuum that out. Kind of sandblast some of that. Just got the little cup sandblaster working. But yeah. So, got some trim blasted. Got the lights off. A lot of holes filled. That big crack, a little bit of Bondo on there, a little bit of body work. I can't see what you guys are seeing. I'll try and turn slow, but the roof's all sanded all the way to the back. I pulled out the bumpers. They go on the side. That's a bumper. That's a side bumper. And there's this big back bumper here. This little skinny one. Then there's this bumper. And then there is that bumper. Goes down the side. So, and more body work that we got done. Holes filled. That one has a little more filler on it. It really finishes it off. And I got one more door to take off, which is a paint. So, the front crack in the front. We sanded all those. Those come out nice. And I'm sorry for shaking so much, guys. I'm trying to show everything because I'm limited on time, and I'm gonna post this video probably tomorrow. I'll make it into a video and post it in the morning. And yeah, but to take the door off, you have to undo the three. There's the little bearing inside there. You gotta take the little dealies off with the bearings. There's three of them. So there's one that holds the window, two that hold the door, and then because of the dashboard coming out right here, you have to have the door in a sweet spot right here. Lean it in, pop the window out, and then the door comes. So I wish I could show you all that, but I don't have one of them fancy phone holders. So eventually I'll get one of those, and I'll learn how to do it and then like fast forward it. That way nobody has to suffer watching all that dumb work. But again, thank you all. Remember, like, share, subscribe. I'm trying to build members. You know, I'm slow at it, so I show, you know, what I'm working on when I can show it, that is. Because again, I work a lot of hours, and I'm old. So there you go. Remember, like, share, subscribe. Have a blessed day, everybody.